Michigan Theater of Jackson, Steve Tucker, and Stephen Tucker.
Hi, Bart.
Guys.
Thanks
How's
for
it
having us
going?
on.
Thank you.
Is this
Steven.
our second time this week?
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's a big day. Big
today
day.
a big
Second time
Well,
this
it's the
week.
23rd, and for some reason it's ringing a bell in my head. And yes, it's Steven's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
you so much.
Stephen Tucker. 32 on the
Right.
23rd. That's like a palindromic birthday.
We did. We
Yes.
And
Oh,
Stephen,
what are
we
the
have
odds?
a birthday
What?
present
Oh,
for
thank you so much.
What can I eat out of that, I wonder?
You might
Wow.
be able to get some of that later when it's time.
Wow, what do you say?
Thank you so much, you guys.
Isn't that nice?
welcome
Thank
from
you.
the Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory.
That's beautiful, and I love that place. Boy.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Ann Arbor this morning, and I got to say that I like Jackson really a lot. I'm not going to say I'm going to compare them or anything, but I really like Jackson.
I used to be jealous of Ann Arbor. I used to think, oh, this would be such a cool place to live, the downtown and everything. But I am completely, I've switched.
Right.
I agree with you. Jackson's, I love it so much more.
Well, I went to school at Eastern, so we were close, and we would go back and forth to Ann Arbor. But I went to the Michigan Theater of Ann Arbor today,
Oh,
and I spent some time, a couple hours, with Russ Collins.
oh he's a legend.
Yeah, he is a legend. He's been there a long time, like 30 some odd years. He's a couple years younger than me, a few. I was stunned by that, but
Really?
Yeah. While I was teaching, he was doing that thing. So he took me everywhere in that theater, and the Michigan Theater proper it's not like ours.
Nothing like it. No.
Same architect, some of the same ideas. Many of the things look familiar, the way they built doors and the way they did walls and things like that. But our theater is different. Our theater is special, I think, because of that. We have a few advantages and then some that are not advantages. But for me, it's the place for me.
Well, I think in both cases, both theaters were built to fit in with existing surrounding buildings.
Right. Same architect, though.
Yeah.
Same
but they have
exact one.
unusual footprints.
Right. Yep. And he's enlarged his organization by the purchase of the State Theater. So we went all through the State Theater today too, and that's been he's made 4 theaters out of that, one large theater and a small downtown Target store. So that guy has worked miracles, and he's big in the whole country as far as what's going on in film and the film element. So
Yeah,
Not
it's
to
great we
mention
have
the
that.
shopping
yeah,
chain.
yeah.
The shopping chain of Target, because you were
Right.
saying
Yeah, he's
parts
got a
of Target.
shopping center right in the old theater. So wild. But it was
Stephen,
good.
You made this popcorn for
Yes.
us? Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Best popcorn in town.
Tell them what we have tonight.
Tonight we have Clockwork Orange, JC movie, and
Have either of you seen
not
it?
JC. Yeah, I have back
I
in the
have
days.
not seen it.
Old times, yeah.
Yeah, because when it first came out, it was very controversial.
I saw it then.
Yeah.
I saw that one. Was another movie I saw that was pretty weird was Last Tango in Paris. Do you remember that
Oh,
film?
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. Yeah.
That was X-rated. They both
It
were
was,
X-rated.
yeah.
Do they use X-rating anymore?
I don't think so. I haven't seen that rating anywhere. But Clockwork Orange, I'm interested. I am going to sit and watch it tonight because to me it was a big deal back in when I first saw it. It was like, oh, maybe by today's standards it won't be anything at all. Maybe he'll say well, it's weird, Dad. So
some
We'll
movies
see.
are weird though.
some movies are weird.
Yeah.
And then what do we have on Saturday?
And then we have Laith Al-Sadi live, Candlelight, and he's going to be performing right up on stage, not facing the seats, but right on stage in front of you. So the seats are just located right on the stage, and people just sit anywhere, and it's
So his back will be to the auditorium.
Kind of like the theater in the round. Kind
Exactly, and it's this candlelight thing that's catching on everywhere, especially in the bigger cities. And Daniel Martin, of course, was the guy that gave me the idea. He said, "Hey, why don't you try this for an intimate kind of a show?" So we actually set it up. I diagrammed it, sent the diagram off to our ticket people. They made a seating chart map for me, and then it was a rush thing because Laith was able to do this for a song for us. So he's coming in on Saturday, and then he comes back with the full band on April 8th.
Oh, that fast.
And I want to give some tickets away to that today if people call for the Laith Alsati Trio.
Oh,
Yeah. In fact, all week I'll give them away, and I'll
Okay.
give them away next week too.
okay.
It's called a pop-up show. He was able to just do it between. He's recording another album in Los Angeles, and if people get a chance to see Laith, they ought to know that. I mean, he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be legendary.
I've seen him. He's great.
He will be
Yeah.
legendary. He really will be. And I've,
From Ann Arbor.
yep.
So call it now. 78.
Sure.
Seven-
We'll give tickets right now.
Yeah, we'll give
You
tickets
bet.
right now. You want
All
tickets?
week.
787-8817.
You betcha.
So we'll give them away the following week because we're live next week.
Right,
But we'll
okay.
come back and give
For
away more
April
tickets.
8th, that
Yep.
show.
We'll be
I'll give
here all-
tickets away today for this Saturday if they want to go
Oh.
to that one. If they want to go to the Saturday one, I got a few seats left, and I just want to make sure there's a full house for Laith, and he's a friend, and he's doing this as a real favor for us. So.
Nice. If you'd like tickets, give us a call. 787-8817.
Also, I forgot to mention that yesterday the people from the plaster company came in, and they are now providing us with a schedule of when they're actually going to do the work in phases. So there will be a minimum period of closure to do all of that work in the theater. And
How are they going to get, because where a lot of the plaster damage is in the auditorium where there's like 4 stories.
they're going to do that first. That first big hole, and under the balcony along that one side of the theater, the county parking lot side, that's what they're going to start. That's phase 1. They won't have to. We will not have to close for that. So right away, people will get a chance to see. We have an announcement date. We're going to have an event there on the 22nd of July, sort of a funders event. So we're looking forward to organizing that with Mr. Ellison and Mr. Walton. Phil Willis is helping, and Phil Curtis is also helping with all of this. So those two.
It's such a big fundraiser. You've got 4 top Jackson's
Oh yeah,
top guys.
I got four people that are that really have done a lot for Jackson and will continue to do so. And they've helped me all the way from 2012. You know.
All those 4, they give, and give
Right.
some more.
Right? They're unbelievable.
Stephen, what are you going to do for your birthday?
Oh,
Ooh.
there's some might have some plans, but who knows? Go out to dinner or something.
Right. But what are you thinking? You said something about. I think you said Ogma. Did you
I-
say Ogma to me?
I did say Ogma to you.
You said Ogma to me.
Ogma. I love Ogma.
Ogma's really good.
Yeah.
Different, you know. It's not your traditional.
Right. You won't find a
Cheeseburger
burger
menu,
and fries there, but you find some.
Right. They've
awesome-
got nice food and nice people in there. You know.
Definitely.
Yep.
That would be fun.
But-
Ogma, and then you could. You probably have to work tonight because the movie.
Oh
We do.
yes,
We're
yes.
both working
we
tonight.
both do.
Are you guys coming tonight? You think or not?
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie might be a little bit too much for you, so maybe you should
Well, see,
stay home.
you know that's the problem. You know when as you know, when you're married, you have different tastes. Just because
Right.
you're married doesn't mean you have the same taste in everything.
Right.
So I don't know. I
This
don't
would be
It
more of a
works
Karen
best for
movie.
everybody.
I would have to tell Karen it's a movie that has
About clocks, a clockmaker.
It's about an orange clock, you know, a clock that's colored orange,
All right.
you know, not
A
just.
clockmaker and an orange grower in Florida.
I tell her Patrick Dempsey's in it or something.
That's right. Yeah. Patrick Dempsey.
Well, have a enjoyable rest of your birthday, Stephen.
Oh yeah,
Thank you
it's
so
a big
much.
birthday. It's a big deal
It's-
around our
Yeah.
house.
Great to have you here on the show on your birthday.
Yes, thank you.
It's
Thank you
amazing
for
how
that.
often that happens. Not you, but I mean people in general. Birthdays. All right, guys. Thanks
you.
for bringing all the great entertainment and taking great care of the beautiful
Thank
Michigan
you so
Theater.
much.
Thank
Steve
you so
Tucker
much.
and Stephen Tucker. Well, that's it. We